morbidly obese, overeater, closet eater, binge eater, emotional eater, no confidence, hated the reflection I saw in the mirror, physically unfit. Who would have thought that very same girl that would describe herself like that would have been asked just 1 month ago to speak in front of an audience to inspire others? Wow. Those would have been the words I would have used. The truth is, even with success, we're going to have ups and downs. I don't want to call them failures. They were just stumbles on my journey. What's kept me going this long and will continue to keep me pushing is the support system. The support from my coach, from my team, from the challengers. They are the heart of Beachbody. We are Beachbody. We know these programs work, but without each other, without the connections and the constant support we give each other, people, me, I would not be where I am today. Let's go back in time. I want to show you the girl I used to be before Beachbody came into my life. Being overweight was like having a black cloud hanging over my head at all times. Wherever I would go, the struggle never went away. Let me give you some examples. Growing up, I'd go to my parents' hobby shop after school and stop into the pizzeria or Roy Rogers and get a meal as a snack. 2 hours later, we'd go home and I'd eat a full dinner. In high school, I biked to work every day until I couldn't. My ankle swelled up and I was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis at 16 years old. In college, I committed to a nutrition and workout plan with a friend. One summer came, I gave up. Why? Because I didn't have someone to keep me on track. A couple years later, I arranged my grad classes so I had free time in my schedule. I finally joined the gym and started using a trainer. I was seeing some very expensive results. But then life happened, and the excuses started flowing. I got a full-time job, I met my now husband, and I stopped making my health a priority. I dropped the trainer and quit the gym. No surprise when I gained all my weight back. At 28 years old, I had a Crohn's attack, landing me in the hospital. They sent me home on a heavy dose of steroids, and my weight shot up to 200 pounds. 2 months after my Crohn's attack, I found out I had PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I may never have children. With the imbalance of hormones, a common side effect is difficulty losing weight. Another 2 months go by, and I was rushed into emergency surgery after one of my tubes burst from an ectopic pregnancy. I was left with the same incision they make during a C-section. The recovery was tough. A year later, I became pregnant with our older son, Greg. I gained 80 pounds from eating whatever I wanted and in large quantities. There was no limit since pregnancy was just another excuse to eat. I was rushed into an emergency C-section 4 weeks early due to preeclampsia. I weighed in at 280 pounds when I gave birth to a 4-pound, 11-ounce child. I needed to lose weight, and quick. I tried Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, the Dukan diet. Between those three, I lost most of my pregnancy weight. A year later, I was pregnant again. 19 weeks along, I had already gained 40 pounds. I started having awful cramps, my water broke, and we lost that pregnancy. Then it happened. I became pregnant again and successfully delivered our son, Cody. I gained 80 pounds during that pregnancy, weighing in at 279 pounds. And then the cycles of diets began. I was eating cheeseburgers from McDonald's for 5 unhealthy points on Weight Watchers. I was feeling deprived on the Dukan diet because there were no carbs to eat. Jenny Craig just wasn't sustainable since you could only eat their prepackaged meals. Standing there at 229 pounds, I needed a mental and physical change. Now I want to take you to the moment that Beachbody came into my life. It was July 2015. I was scrolling through Facebook and there it was. Melissa's sweaty selfie. She was constantly posting about these at-home workout programs, showing her success with them and her health. She was confident and grateful for everything around her. I just wanted 1 ounce of her confidence, just 1 ounce of the happiness and pure joy I saw in her. She inspired me. I reached out to her, signed up with 21 Day Fix. Holy cow, I remember that first week like it was yesterday. Kat was my best friend. And seriously, why did they have to put surrenders as the very first goal? I stuck to it. I worked worked out every single day. I followed the nutrition plan. I drank my shakes. I was posting my sweaty selfies. I barely posted on Facebook prior to this. And there I was, my giant face all sweaty for everyone to see. Why? Why did I post? Because it made me accountable to myself and the fellow challengers in that group. 2 months in, Melissa sends me a message. Hey, you should really sign up to be a coach. You're inspiring everyone in the group. I laughed my ass off. I'm thinking, this girl's insane. I still weigh over 200 pounds. I did not have a beach body. Who was going to be inspired and motivated by me? That right there, that piqued my interest. Oh, sorry, skip the line. The answer was no. But then she mentioned the discount. And that right there piqued my interest. So when I signed up to be a discount coach, do you hear me? A discount coach only. There was no way I'd ever be coaching like her. People were seeing my physical transformation happening and wanted to know about the programs. As I started sharing what I was doing, coaching naturally happens. I started my first challenge group and I've been going ever since. Signing up to be a discount coach was the second best decision I made on this journey. The best decision was spending that $140 on the 21-day fix challenge pack. I didn't know if it was going to be money down the drain or the thing that would change my life. I was about to press play on my workout when I asked my son to go ask Daddy if he wanted to work out with me. His response, I'm married. I don't need to work out. I just wanted him to feel the same energy I was getting from this lifestyle change. I kept pushing. I was down 20 pounds when my husband approached me about trying 21-day fix. We started crushing our goals together. Eating healthy together. Working out together. My husband is down 70 pounds and off all his medications. At the end of last spring, I made the decision that I wanted to run a 5K. Mind you, I've never been a runner. In fact, I've always said it's just not for me. I can't do it. My body just won't do it. Well, this past summer, I proved myself wrong. These at-home workouts got me into better shape than I ever realized. I had more endurance and strength, and I started to run. I signed up and ran 2 5Ks last summer with my team. I'll never forget those runs, not just because they were my first runs, because I ran alongside the women who helped me get there. I wanted them to be proud of the woman that they called mom, which meant I needed to be proud of myself. Last year, I signed my older son up for T-ball. They were in need of volunteers to coach. I stepped right up to the plate. Let me just say, if it had been a year earlier, I would have never had the confidence to do this. I would have been hiding in the bleachers, hoping no one would even look my way. That wasn't the case now, though. I stood there in front of these boys. Okay, yes, they were only 4 or 5 years old, but I was there, front and center, leading them on. I looked over at my son and asked him if he'd like me to coach again. He looked at me with such pride and happiness. It was written all over his face, and he said yes. Leaders lead. I've heard my coach say this many times. She's constantly sharing everything she knows and learns with our team. She inspires us and pushes us every single day, never asking us to do something she wouldn't do herself and constantly pushing us out of our comfort zones like this. I'm lucky. I know not everyone has such a strong upline or a team of women that are positive, inspiring, motivating, and only want the best for each other. When I first started, I was the newbie on the coach, hadn't connected with the other coaches just yet. Team calls were past my bedtime. They were at 8:30 p.m. I finally stayed awake one night and got on our team call. I've missed maybe 2 calls in the past year since then. I show up to every team call, every Super Saturday, and I made a last-minute trip to Nashville for Summit, sleeping for about 3 hours in 48 hours, learning and thriving on the energy of 20,000 coaches. These weekly, monthly, and yearly events should be non-negotiables. For me, they've kept my head in the game and kept me pushing. I didn't realize that coaching was a blessing in disguise for my own transformation. Sometime between August and September, I felt my core support group fading away. I reached out to my coach because with the loss of my inner support group, I started to lose my connection and accountability. My support, my drive for myself, it started to fade away. I started a 5-pound up and down battle for several months. I'd go all in, lose 5 pounds, and gain it right back. No one was really noticing. Everybody was telling me how great I looked, but it's not how I felt. I had lost 60 pounds, but I was battling to stay there. I've been coaching throughout this 5-pound battle, but my own personal accountability kept getting lost. Then this new coach joined our team. I could see her positivity, motivation, and energy. I had also just signed up a personally sponsored coach, a friend who would play a big role in this too. I connected with this new coach on our team and we became success partners, something I had been looking for since I started coaching. We share the same goals, being better than we were yesterday. We keep each other in check personally and professionally. We join forces and run a challenge group together with a few of our personally sponsored coaches. I found an inner circle again, a support system. They make me want to push harder, and not just for myself, but for them and for our challengers. My coach has been there every step of the way, but it was me that needed to get my head back in the game. I can honestly say that there's been many times I've wanted to give up. This life is hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. Waking up every morning at 4:15 a.m. to get my workout in before the kids wake up and my husband leaves for work, meal prepping and cooking almost all of our food, it takes time. Fueling my body with the right foods can be a struggle when you're staring at your kids' cupcakes or at a party and all that's being served is pizza. I'll tell you what else is hard. Living unhealthy, not being able to run around with my kids, not wanting to take a walk down the block because I'm too exhausted, having stomach aches from eating greasy fried foods, exhausted from a carb overloaded diet, not being comfortable in your clothes, shopping only at plus-size stores, being embarrassed to just be present with people, thinking that they're staring at you, looking at all of your extra weight, what it felt like to feel each and every pound of my weight on my body with every step, my chin pressed up against my chest, making it harder to breathe normally, my eyes closing when I smiled. That's hard. So if I'm going to choose my hard, it's going to be living healthy. It's not even about motivation anymore. It's part of my routine. Plus, who doesn't want to feel the muscles in their body? I remember the first time I was walking down the hall of my school and I felt the muscles again. Not just the extra weight swaying back and forth with each step, but the muscles that were buried underneath it finally coming through. Last weekend, I went shopping for this outfit. As I tried on tops and bottoms, I slipped into a pair of jeans. And I looked over at my girl Ashley and I said, do you know how good this feels? I can just slip these babies on and they fit, and not just fit, but I felt confident in them. I've had to shop in plus-size stores for too many years, hating the clothes I was buying, feeling like it was just fabric draping over my body and I just wanted to hide. She looked at me and said, yes, I know the feeling. Then the next day I went back to pick up my jeans. I'm on the shorter side, so they needed to get hemmed. I was waiting for a good 5 minutes, and I was just staring at myself in the mirror. In the middle of Nordstrom's, with a huge grin on my face, I felt damn good. Woo! I feel like I look good in my clothes. I gained confidence through this journey. My new goal? Still look good naked. Not for anyone else, but for myself and my husband, of course. But I just want to be able to love my entire body, so that right there is my next goal. While I'm damn proud of how far I've come, there's always room for new goals. Yes. Earlier, I mentioned how my coach Melissa's sweaty selfie stopped me in my tracks that day. Here's why I won't ever stop posting mine. Coaching for me has really helped me stay accountable and given me more support from people that I wouldn't have otherwise met. This is so much more than about me now. Now I can give back, share this with people. Be the person who's going to inspire the old me to get off the couch and get moving, to trade in the greasy fried foods for healthier options. I want to wake up each day and not only be the best version of myself, but help others do the same. I saw that in my coach, and I'm able to pass that on now. The passion to get healthy, to feel good each day, to have self-love and be confident in yourself, rock any outfit, and physically be able to just run with my kids. How could I not share this? We have the ability to change lives. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I feel like this is how our stories start. We took a chance on an at-home workout and nutrition program, and that in turn not only changed our lives, but we have passed that on to so many others.